So first things first, you're going to have to download and make copies of the 4 Google documents that are going to be listed along with this video. It's going to be your master spreadsheet, your rater view sheet, your Google form for submissions, and then finally the loot list page. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to link your loot submission form to your master spreadsheet. So first things first though, you need to adjust it. So put your guild name right here, and then this link right here is going to need your loot list form. So what you do, simply go up here, you're going to highlight all the way to where it does the /edit. You're going to copy that, take it over to your form, and place it right there. What this will do is it makes everyone create a copy so you're not messing with your baseline form. And then after that, you can simply delete this line. So to link it, you're simply going to go to responses, and you're going to select response destination. You're going to choose an existing spreadsheet, and then you're going to find your master spreadsheet. Now it says it's linked. I go back to my master spreadsheet and I see this now. You can rename it. And then you'll see whenever someone submits, it'll give a timestamp, their character's name, and it will give a link back to their loot sheet. So once that's done, it just takes a little bit more. So you go to initial setup. This is where you're going to basically build out everything you guys need. So you have a choice between North America and Europe. All this is going to affect is the official starting date of the week. So put your name, how many days you raid. You can have 1 through 5. And then you choose your days. And then next thing, first raid day of the week. So I chose North America, which means it has to come onto a Tuesday. If I was to say Europe, and we'll put this on Wednesday because that's the first day. Now this form is not accurate. So come in here, and now you can see everything that you want right here. We want a Wednesday, which makes it valid, and we're good to go. For rolling attendance, here it's just the number of weeks you want attendance to count. So I chose just 4 1 month. And then now you're going to get into your bonus points. So first one, will raid signups count? Yes or no? So I chose yes, and I say they're going to count for 50% of my attendance bonus points. Next, with those, you'll just be choosing point values and then the threshold that they reach. So someone who has a 90% attendance within that 4-week period will receive 10, 50 and up will receive 5, and then 25 and up will receive 1. Anything below that just gets a flat 0. The next part is what I like to call bad luck protection. But essentially, if you're in a raid and you see an item drop, but you don't receive it that week because you weren't number 1, basically you can say, I want a permanent +1 added to that item's value for that person. Then the next one is basically saying, if I pass, and it should have been my loot that day, and I do it for, let's say the betterment of the guild, give it to someone who really needs it, then you can say, I want a permanent +2 added to there. And the last one is, do you want guild ranks to affect a item's value for a person? If you choose yes, you can choose the number of ranks that you have. I did 3, and I said core raider, member, and trial. So core raiders get a +5 value to an item, members get 0, and trials will actually get -5. So the next thing will be, once you start receiving all of the loot lists, you come in here, you would click the link, and it would take you over to their loot list. So right here, it's a simple thing. So test 6, it's a holy paladin, and he has tier 3 helm. Obviously, this sheet would be filled out a lot more, but we're just using this as a test. So all the officers have to do, or whoever's managing this, start at Alt, highlight all the way down to the bottom, 25. You're going to copy it, go back to your master spreadsheet, go to where it says loot lists, and as you can see, I had some other names in here, but for this guy, we're just going to paste him right here. I use values only, so it doesn't mess with anything else in formatting wise. So now that we have this guy, we can come back to attendance, and now you'll see everything's populated and all that. You can see your monthly period, or however many weeks you choose, of attendance counting. Anything in blue is going to be past weeks that are no longer counting. And then you can change the week to week. So basically I'm saying week 10, which means this is the week that we are currently rating on. So the past 4 count for bonus points. The current week will fill out as you go through, and all you have to do is change it. So if we want the next week, it'll be 11, and what it'll do is it will shift all the calculations and these colors to the right, just like that. Now, as you saw, we had the one item there, which means we can come over to Next, scroll down. Oh boy. Okay, sometimes this takes a little bit of working in. So you see Paladin right here. I've seen this numerous times before, but it's the way it works. If it's not showing up, you just take this name, delete it, hit enter. What it'll do is it'll refresh. Now he's there. You can see that was number 50. And then if you were to come over to the loot page, you'll see right there, character with that value. So now that you have a working sheet with a bunch of loot submitted from your raiders, what you'll actually have to do is you have to go to your raider view form here. You can see that it imports the data from the other sheet. And it's importing everything else. The biggest part here is because it's importing, you can see it has a link to the entire web address of the page you're going to. So all you have to do, go to your master sheet, highlight the whole web address, go here, and you would just paste it right in between quotations. And it'll come through like that. You're going to have to go through each page, find the cell that is located in, and continue to do the same thing, replacing the web address right here with your own. So you'll do it for each one. On the loot pages, it's located right here. So I'll show it to each one. And then last, archived loot. It's top left. So once you have that, this will be the form that you link to all of your members after they submitted their loot lists. And then one thing I did forget, on your main sheet, if you do choose to use ranks, this master list right here will allow you to adjust the rank of any member. So first 2 columns are imported based upon your loot page, or your loot list page, I should say. And then you just have to come in and adjust the rank as it happens. So that's pretty much it for the main setup. Right now I'm going to continue on to the loot sheet because many people have asked me, everything's strict and all that, or I want to change things up a little bit. That's when you come to this year 1 loot page right here. And you can see these are the classes available. So this part can be edited if you want to change things up, or if you want to change up the classification from reserved to whatever. And you can see some minor edits have been made here. For certain items, you can go ahead and adjust them as needed or as you want to, but that is up for you and your leadership team to decide. Other than that, though, biggest part is the initial hand jam of getting everyone's loot from right here that we selected earlier and dumping it all into these loot lists. But once that's done, your system's set up and you should be good to go.